Live from Houston, Texas, the humidity capital of the world, it's time for Money for Lunch, where we feed your brain and your business with supersized portions of business and financial news. Now your host, Bert Martinez.
We're going to be talking about you and your IT infrastructure. We're talking to Nathaniel. He's the founder and CEO of Philadelphia-based IT web design called Calcom Technologies. Calcom Technologies clients base, let me start that again. Calcom Technologies clients base grows consistently from companies from all walks of life, all different sizes. I'm excited to talk about IT and web design with Nathaniel. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Bert.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. Philly is one of my favorite cities. Let me ask you this. With businesses scrambling to keep up with technology and security, and also scrambling to really catch up with the ever-changing internet landscape. I want to kind of get your take on it because you have this IT background and you have this design background. What is in your opinion, what is the best social media strategy for success?
Well, basically, social media is a whole powerhouse today, and companies are really struggling to find if it's beneficial to them. And one of the things that we advise is that it's a process. It's a strategic process that encapsulates many different verticals, as we call them. One would be LinkedIn, one would be Facebook, one would be Google+, one would be Twitter, and one would be your actual website. Now, with all of these things, the most powerful of all of these things is just that, all of these things. You can have one, you can have two, you can have three, but the fact that you can have so many different avenues to reach your client base, to reach your customers nowadays, just gives businesses a leg up in the competition, a leg up in the internet world, and a leg up in the SEO world where they're wanting to be first page of Google, first page of Yahoo, first page of Bing. So a real tight social media strategy comes from just being proactive, being responsive, and necessarily just being there open for potential clients to get a hold of you.
All right. Well, that's cool. Now, Sarah, let me ask you this. I've noticed that more and more of us are living on our phones. I mean, literally, the Internet is becoming a handheld device. Would you agree?
I definitely agree. Actually, we're having this conversation on the iPhone 5 as I call into the radio station here. So the Internet and your mobile device is definitely a useful feature in businesses today.
So, in your opinion, how important is being mobile today? I mean, when I say mobile, for you guys who are just tuning in, I'm talking about, having your website mobile ready or being able to be read by a mobile device. How important do you see that?
That is very important in today's time. The 24-hour news cycle is such potent that when users have their handheld device, be it their iPad, their Android device, their mobile device, they want to have readily access available to you, to your data, to your information, to your products, to your services, so that when they're on their time, they can contact you. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to always get back to them on their time because, we do have to sleep at some point, but the ability for them on their time to get in contact with you through their mobile device or their tablet device is very, very important today in business world, and it's very, very strategic because you don't want to lose out on a sale. You don't want to lose out on a product or service because they can't reach you.
Right. And I think that as we move forward, You're going to see more and more smartphones, less and less of the what I call regular phones, and it's just the way it's going. And I think part of that is because everything's kind of moving to the cloud, so you're able to access programs literally from any device. And so give me your thoughts on cloud computing. Is this revolutionizing the Internet?
It is revolutionizing the computer industry, not just the Internet. It's revolutionizing the entire computer industry. We're all hustling and bustling to keep up with the changes in VMware, the changes in iCloud for iTunes, the changes in Dropbox, the changes in Evernote, so that we can readily advise clients to their best practices can be turned into a cloud computing situation. A lot of technology we're seeing come back around. Remember back in the big old IBM mainframe days, that was essentially cloud computing, but in a different standard. Now it's more Internet-based, but we're moving back to that main host server, and everyone's tapping into this particular server to gain access to their devices, to their documents, to their work. And in conjunction with being mobile, having the ability to be on the cloud gives you the ability to take payments on the go, gives you the ability to bill on the go, and gives you the ability to keep track of your schedule all on the go while you're working. And you can be more effective throughout the day, so you're not necessarily sitting or tied to your legacy desktops as times of the past.
Right. Hey, Isaiah, hold on the line with us 1 second. I got to take a quick commercial break and actually pay for some of our cloud computing with this quick with this commercial break, and then we're going to be right back talking about the Internet, talking about you and your online business with expert Isaiah Nathaniel right after this quick commercial break.
Tune in Monday through Friday here on Money for Lunch, and check out our website at moneyforlunch.com.
Hey, we're back. We're talking to founder and CEO of Calcom Technologies. He is an Internet IT web design expert, and we're talking about many things that are changing the Internet and affecting you and your business. We just got talking about the mobile effect, how your business should be mobile accessible, talking about social media, and now we're talking about cloud computing. You know, and I like what you said, that it's not just revolutionizing the computing industry, it's revolutionizing, no, let me rephrase that. I said the Internet, you said it's revolutionizing the computer industry and everything else, because, you know, what I like about your comment is, I believe a year ago, Google came out with a cloud computer. I mean, it's a small computer, very inexpensive, just a couple $100, and all the software was cloud-based. It had no internal software, and obviously it's just connected with all the different Google applications. But I see that as the standard now, that everything is moving to this thing called the cloud, and because of the accessibility and also the efficiency.
You're absolutely right, and the product that you're speaking of is the Google Chromebook, and that's exactly what it is. You're just basically, you have a laptop that just basically taps into the cloud. And then with Google and such, its powerhouse, they have many different apps that, you know, we won't get long and drawn out and talk about their product evolution, but their product evolution for years and years now has been so that they can come up with this type of device so that everything can be in the cloud, and then you can be with one consistent provider. It's very, very good to have consistency across your devices. Either you're in the iOS family with all of the Apple devices, or you're in the Android Google family with all of their devices. Being consistent helps, and the trajectory of Apple, the trajectory of Google, and now we're seeing the new trajectory of Microsoft with their Surface tablets that are coming out. They want people to have a consistency, and so do the end users. Apple is in the forefront of using the consumer base going towards the business and the enterprise, and we see Google. We see Microsoft trying to emulate sort of that same business model. And with that, this cloud computing is changing the industry again.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this. I want to get your opinion on this. You mentioned tablets. Are tablets the new norm? Do you see them as a fad, or are they here to stay?
Well, I get that question all the time, and it's a difficult question. We can't consider it a fad when Apple sells, millions and millions of devices in a weekend. If they sell, we just can't say it's a fad. It's its own lane. It's its own vertical. But what we do is we advise clients that this can be an enhancement to your already existing infrastructure. It gives you that ability to be extra mobile. There are fantastic things that you can do on a tablet across any tablet that you get, Google, Apple, or Microsoft. There are fantastic things that you could do. But there are things that you cannot do. And so we advise you that this is in addition to your already existing IT infrastructure. Of course you can get email. Of course you can do documents. You can view documents. You can share documents. You can verify documents. And all that's great. But then sometimes you may need to host certain things internally that need to be private and secure, and that's where your legacy devices, your desktops, and your traditional laptops come into play. So is it a fad? Absolutely not. You can't sell millions and millions of things and consider it a fad. It's its own lane, and it stays there.
Absolutely. I love it. I love your insight there. Asaya Nathaniel, CEO and founder of CalcomTech.com. And it's actually Calcom Technologies, but you can check them out at CalcomTech.com. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you very much, Welbert.
All righty, guys. What a great show. Just loving it. And as always, we appreciate you guys being here. Check us out Monday through Friday at moneyforlunch.com.
Tune in Monday through Friday here on Money for Lunch. And check out our website at moneyforlunch.com.